So real quick, I wanted to make a quick little speech before we get started here. A little bit of a history lesson for CGE and the auction in particular. We started the auction in 1998 at World of Atari. And the guy who was running World of Atari actually hired a professional auctioneer to come up here and auction the item. You know, are there any little kids in here? He was kind of a dick, so and it didn't go over very. He didn't go over very well, and he raised the prices on items. He started items at prices that were not right for the particular items. He didn't really know what he was doing, and for the next couple of years that we ran the show in '99 and 2000, we didn't even do an auction because everybody had a bad taste in their mouth from the World of Atari in '98 thing, and it just nobody really even wanted it. But we brought it back in 2001, and we were considering hiring a professional auctioneer for that one also. And instead, John volunteered to come up here and make an ass out of himself and do it. But over the years now, the auction has become one of the most popular parts of the show. I mean, it's pretty jam-packed. I mean, this is a big hall, so it's kind of hard for us to pack it, but if we were in a normal-sized auction hall, there would be standing room only like there usually is. And we kind of attribute that to, again, to John standing up here making an ass out of himself. So, to honor John and his dedication, or whatever you want to call it, his success in running this auction, I had something made this year, and I want to present it to him right now.
Sean made something for me, it can't be good. It's going to be real embarrassing, I'm sure. Oh my God.
So this is the official John Hardy bobblehead, made in his likeness. He's holding an auction gavel in one hand and a Corona in the other. Wow.
It's frighteningly scary. Wow. Dude, that's really nice. Thank you. So this is what I've aspired to all my life, to have my own bobblehead. Finally. That's very cool. Yeah, I don't know how I got conned into doing this. Like Sean said, the first one was a real disaster. So much so that we didn't do an auction for a few years, and then we thought, well, we'll bring it back, but if we have control of it, we don't allow people to put 2600 with 10 common games in it, because that's what we all have that, And we only wanted the best stuff and the rarest stuff, so that's what we did, and we basically took control. And I'm sure I was drunk one night when these guys said, oh, why don't you do the auctioning? And yeah, of course, no problem, I'll do it. But I enjoy it, and I enjoy the crowd. I appreciate you guys. And again, for the newcomers, it's very laid back. It's very relaxed. Where's Al? Where's my shill bidder, Al? Al? Oh, there I know.
I can't really spring now, so.
That's right. That's right. But so be careful if you scratch or cough or whatever. And I just say, oh, yeah, sold that quick. We don't do that, but we try to. We'll try it. A lot of fun. So we almost ready? Yeah. All right. Any final, last chance? Any questions? Any items? Anybody got to register? Yes? What do you got? Oh, last minute. While Sean's doing that, I'll show you a cool item I was given. Custom-made Pac-Man soap. Now you laugh, but this was made by Bob Riddle of the Sphinx Smith. He was an Atari programmer, and he caught me in the hall. He goes, oh, I got something for you. And I'm thinking, all right, Bob's fessing up all his goodies for the museum. What do you got? Old prototypes, soap. I was trying to tell me something. I know I've been working hard a few days, but gee, thanks, Bob. No, I do appreciate it. Kidding aside, that was very cool. I like stuff like that. All right, so what's that? All right, the first item. All right, Jen will bring it around. So this is NES Ms. Pac-Man, brand new in the box. Donated by, auctioned by Franz Lanziger. Everybody know Franz? Franz actually wrote that game. And I'm sure if you catch him on the show floor, well, I don't know if you want him to sign it on the cellophane, but maybe you sign a piece of paper, to go with it. But, and again, I gotta get my scope down here. There's a lot of people. And please, raise your hand high, just a little like this and you're in the third row. I'm not gonna see it. I'm old, I'm fat, I'm blind. Right? I can't hear that well either. A lot has changed in 2 years, so please, raise your hand high and jump up and down like this, or yell out, oh, over here, whatever you got. So who'll start the bidding? This does have a reserve. Who starts the bidding at $50? Anybody for $50? 50 in the back here. Anybody else? 60. Do I hear 60? I got 50. Anybody want to give me 60? 50. I need 60. Anybody for 60? 60 over here. Do I hear 70? I have 60. I need 70. Anybody for 70? $60 over here. I'm looking for $70. Reserve's not met. I'm looking for 70. Anybody for 70?
Reserve?
Pardon me?
There's a reserve?
There is a reserve.
Oh.
$70. I said reserve, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I did, all right. But you're not paying attention? What's going on? $70. I hear, do I have 60? I need 70, right? What do you got?
I'll need 100.
100? Well, the reserve was just met. Look at that. All right, I have 100. Anybody for 110? I have 100, I need 110. Anybody for 110? I have 100, looking for 110. Anybody for 110? I have 100 going once. Anybody for 110? 100 going twice. Sold. This is probably the coolest item in the auction. Some of you laugh. What? Ooh, what? This is a rare, ultra rare Berenstein Bears sealed for the Atari 2600. And those of you who know, this easily goes for 300 on eBay. I have seen it go for 300. I sold one for 300, so I know that. There's no reserve. Take a look. Shrink wrap is beautiful. I had a couple at one time, like 2 or 3. This is the last one. And who'll start me at $50? Anybody for $50? $50 for Berenstein Bears. Anybody? Oh, in the front? 50? Jim? All right, I got 50 with Jim. Anybody for 60? $60? Anybody for $60? I got 50 over here. Look, I got 60 over here. Do I get 70? Anybody 70 in the front? Do I have 80? 80 over there? 80 over there? 90? 90 over here. Anybody for 100? I have 90. Looking for 100. Anybody for 100? No reserve on this? 100. 100 in the front. What? How convenient. They're both right here. 100. 110? 110. Anybody for 120? Anybody at all? 120 over here. 130. Anybody in the back want to jump in? Nope. Al? Oh, sorry. 130? Go ahead, 140. 140 over here. Anybody for 150? I keep looking away, but 150, 160. Anybody for 160? Anybody else? 160 over here. Who's going to give me 170? Anybody for 170? 170 in the front. You guys, you don't work together, do you? 170. Anybody for 180? 180 over here. Feel free to jump in anytime now that things are getting up. 190. Anybody for 190? I have 180. 180. I'm looking for 190. 190. Here we go. Beautiful. 190. Anybody for 200 even? 200 even? No. All right. So 190. Anybody for 200? 200. 200. 190 going once. 200. There you go. You had to make me go through the extra step. Right? 200. All right. I have 200. Who's going to give me 210? Anybody for 210? I have 200 over here. Anybody at all for 210? 210. Anybody for 210? I have 200 looking for 210. All right. 200 going once. I I have 200 going twice. Last call. No? Sold for 200. Okay, this is a cool item. Jen will bring it down. Everybody know what a Cuttle card is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is the original Cuttle card for the 2600 by Shell's Electronics. It was purchased in October 2001. There was only 204 produced. Very good condition, has everything inside, the cartridge, the software, the manual. Signed by Chad Shell, and it has the Stella Gets a New Brain CD, which was all the Starpath games on a CD that you can use with it. Those of you that know, it's become a rare item over the years. And there's no reserve on it, and this seller will accept PayPal. So things could get crazy. All right, but I do have a starting bid of 100. Anybody for 100? 100 over here, do I have 120? Anybody for 120? I have 100, I'm looking for 120. Anybody for 120? 120 over here, do I have 130? Anybody, 130 back here? I have 130, who's giving me 140? Anybody over here? 140, anybody for 140? I have 130. You gave me 130. You want to go to 140?
No.
All right, 130. Anybody at all? 140? Looking for 140 over here. Do I have 150? 150 in the front. Back to you. 160? I have 150 over here. Anybody else want to get in? 150 over here. Looking for 160. Anybody for 160? I have 150 over here. Looking for 160. 150 going once. 150 going twice. Last call. Anybody for 160? Sold. Mr. Scalacci. Okay. There's all my prototype collectors. Anybody out there? All right. How about a Streets of Rage prototype for the SEGA Genesis? Made by... Okay. Person will accept a square payment on a credit card. All right. What's that? Yes.
Does that differ from the release version?
Pardon me?
Does it differ from the release version at all?
Does it differ from the released version? No?
Same, identical, final code.
Final code, okay. So, who's no reserve? Who'll start $50? $50, anybody $50? 50 over here, do I get 60? Anybody for 60? I have 50 in the back, do I get 60? Anybody at all for 60? Make sure you raise your hand high. 60 over here, looking for 70. Who's giving me 70? Anybody for 70? I have 60, 70 over here. Going back to you for 80? 80 over here. How about back to you for 90? 90, all right, good man. 100? 100, all right. Who's giving me 110? Anybody for 110? 110, anybody at all for 110? Ultra rare prototype, SEGA Genesis. 110, I have 100, I'm looking for 110. Anybody at all for 110? Anybody else want to jump in? I have 100 over here. 100 going once. 110 over here. Back to you. You going 120? I have 110 over here. You're done. 110. Anybody else? Someone else can pick up where he left off. Anybody at all? I have 110 over here. Looking for 120. Anybody? I have 110 going once. 110 going twice. Sold.
One of those long-term investments, you know.
Yes.
Tutu. It'll last for 100 years. You ever need to sell it on eBay, you know, not lose its value.
Just want to get you a little more info on this because it's a cool item. Yeah, Joe, jump in.
So this was on our site. This is a preview item. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess preview card. Following their E3 2005 press conference, Nintendo gave away a Zelda Twilight Princess for the GameCube preview trailer on a DS cartridge. Information on the internet suggests that the item is limited to around 500 units.
Sounds cool and expensive. There's no reserve and there's no starting bid, so how about we start $25? Yeah. Oh. What are you, auction hunter? What's going on? 40 over here. We'll go for 50 over here. Yell it out. 50 here. Anybody? What you got in the back? 60?
100.
100 over here. That's easy. 100 over here. Anybody for 110? Anybody at all for 110? I have 100. 110 over here. Who's 110? 110 in the back? All right. I have 110 looking for 120.
125.
One what?
125.
125. 130. 130.
135.
Let's go to 10. Let's go. All right. 150 in the back. Thank you, sir. All right. 150. Anybody for 160? What? All right. 160. Can't move your arm like that. You know? I have 150 looking for 160. 160 over here. Anybody for 170? I have 160 looking for 170. Anybody at all for 170? 170, 170. 170 right there. All right. I have 170. New bidder. 170 looking for 180. Anybody for 180? 180? No. I have 170. I'm looking for 180. Anybody at all? Yes. No. 170 going once. 170 going twice.
180.
180. Wow. You're gonna take that? I have 180. I'm looking for 190. Show what? Thank you. 190. Take that. Big man. I got 190. What you got? 200? Think about it. You're gonna let him embarrass you in front of everybody? I have 190 over here, right? For 200. 190 going once. I see a little liaison pulling the money over there. No? 190 going once. 190 going twice. Last call. Anybody at all? Sold. Next item here.
It's we got an Intellivision pole position cartridge. It's boxed, instructions. It's brand new. It's actually shrink wrapped, and if anybody that knows about Intellivision, especially the NTV stuff, it didn't come shrink wrapped, so it was shrink wrapped afterwards. But it is brand new.
There's no reserve. Everybody take a look at what Jen has to offer. Right. What? All right. Starting bid. 125. Anybody for 125? 125. Anybody for 125? Very rare game. Brand new. Anybody for 125? Anybody at all? Crickets? 125. Is anybody interested for 125? Looking around in the back. No, Al? No, you're not. You got that one already? All right, 125. All right. Going once, twice. Sold to the book. Or it didn't sell. I'm going to bet nobody has this. So this is a Pursuit of the Pink Panther for the Atari 2600. It was a replica made from the original prototype. Only 50 copies were made. Who has one? You have one? Anybody else have one?
Yo. I
Yeah?
bought it straight from him.
What up?
I bought it straight from him.
You bought it straight?
Yeah.
So 2. So we know 2 of 50 for sure, right here. That's the third one.
It's a good game.
It is good. I have one myself. But only 50 made, and payer will accept PayPal. So this could get interesting. There's no reserve, and pretty low starting bid, $20.
Yeah.
I like that though. How about $40?
50.
50. Anybody for 60? 60 over here. Who's giving me 80? Anybody for 80? Push it for 80 over here. Perfect. Who's giving me 100? Even 100. I have 80. I'm looking for 100. Anybody for 100? Anybody at all for 100? How about 90? It's just a little bit more. Come on. 80 over here. Looking for 90. Anybody for 90 at all? No? No? 85? 82? Alright, so I have 80, looking for 90. Anybody at all for 90? Anybody at all? Al, do you need a second copy?
No.
Alright, 80 going once, 80 going twice. Last call. People in the back, I haven't gotten anything from you. Come on. Raise your hands, don't be shy. Sold. Alright, now this. Yeah, can somebody get us beers? Give you the inside scoop on a couple items there. Yeah, right. They're not allowed to come in and bring us beers. So. These are actually cool items. So what this is, you're all familiar with the early Lucas games, right? Now, how early are we talking about? How about like Ball Blazer, Rescue on Fractalus, right? So the gentleman who was the primary guy on Rescue on Fractalus is here at our show. His name is David Fox. He's giving a talk tomorrow in this very room. And he brought us, and by the way, I've seen his talk that he's giving. He's done it previously. It's fascinating, so I suggest you come down. But he gave us copies of the manuals for Rescue on Fractalus and Ball Blazer. And the Rescue one, you always have this one? Because he didn't really. There you go. Just take a look, because I think it's, yeah, all right. They're both signed by David, which is really cool. And he did make a comment that whoever wins these, if you come down tomorrow to his talk, he'll personalize them and put my dearest friend, Al Bakil. All right?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so quick story now. So David Fox is actually the guy pictured in that, on the cover of that manual, in the helmet. Rescue on Fractalus. He's inside also, yeah. And he does have, he still has that helmet, by the way. It's out in his garage, he told me. So hopefully he'll give it to us. All right, and he asked kindly that these items go to support the museum. He's a big supporter of ours. So this, the funds, the proceeds will go to the Video Game History Museum. There's no reserve, it's for charity. Who'll start at $10. Anybody 10 bucks? 10 over here, 20, anybody for 20? I have 10 looking for 20. Gotta yell out because I'm really going blind. 20 over the back here, I'm sorry. Who else? Anybody for 30?
30.
30 over here. I have 40. I have 30, I'm looking for 40. Anybody for 40? I have $30, I'm looking for 40. Anybody at all for 40? Way in the back for 40, thank you, sir. Anybody for 50? I have $40, I'm looking for $50. It is for charity. $50, $50, anybody $50? I have 40 looking for 50. Anybody at all? To a good cause? $40 going once. $40 going twice. Last call, anybody? $50? Sold. Hope you guys have a lot of money in PayPal. It's the Ultra Rare Video Life with manual, which may almost be as hard to get as the cartridge. And the seller does accept PayPal, and he does accept Square payments. There is a reserve, and obviously it's a big one, and a good starting bid too. But Jen, take it down. Let everybody take a look.
What is it?
Video Life by Comavid. Steve, you need a second copy?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta get a big drink for this one. All right. Let me hit you with the starting bid. Take a look. Like I said, as Jen comes down, take a look. Starting bid is $2,300. Those of you that know, reserve's not much more, but there is a reserve. Those of you that know, it's is worth that. So, anybody for $2,300? Drop in the bucket. Anybody? $2,300. Anybody for $2,300? PayPal accepted. Come on, you can pay for it later. Anybody at all? Pardon me? Oh. Maybe Joe, maybe he would do that. I don't know. I'm gonna say no. Anybody at all for $2,300? It's a big ticket item, but think of how happy you'll be on the plane going home, cuddling your new Video Life cartridge. No? Anybody at all? No? Going once? Going twice? Anybody? Sold to the boat. Wah, wah, wah. What?
15.
More technical difficulties, just please stand by. What are you doing tonight? Is Josh here? Sorry, dude. Jen's boyfriend Josh is here, so don't be crazy. And mystery box. Doesn't shake. What? Well, you never know with the mystery box. Could be a stack of hundreds. Could be a stack of paper. Those papers might be rare documents though, you know, who knows? You never know with a mystery box. This is the first one and the proceeds go to charity. Now, Jen will bring this box down and you can take a look. Refrain.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too easy anyway.
Yeah, I know. And I was misbehaving in 2010. I got a little crazy. So.
We'll have another beer.
Yeah, well, that's the natural progression. But nothing to see. It's a plain white box, and there's just a big question mark on it. So,
PayPal accepted.
give me a ticket. I have a ticket.
Hey, Johnny,
Is there
PayPal
anything in it?
accepted.
Oh,
There is. Can I see it?
Yeah, can you feel it?
I can't fit. You can.
yeah, of course.
Like,
$35.
Oh, we'll take credit cards.
Can you open us and show us the inside?
PayPal, credit cards, down payment. You can always pay in beer. All right, I heard something. What do you got in the back?
25.
25.
35.
30, yeah, come on. $100 in the front. There we go. Now that's a good starting bid.
200.
200 over here. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Steve for 1,000. 300. 300. That's still a good jump. Anybody for 4? Well, since we're doing big numbers here, 400. All right, let's get a little. Bring it down a little bit. I have 300. I'm looking for 310. Anybody for 310? 310 over here. Looking for 320. Who's got 320? 320 back here. Anybody for 330? 330? Anybody at all for 330?
330.
330. All right. 4? I'm sorry. 340. 340. All right. I saw the 340. Looking for 350. Making it even 350. Anybody? Anybody in the back want to jump in all the way up top? No?
360.
360. He's not playing games anymore. He's going big numbers. How much? 400. Put him to bed. All right. 400. Back to you. What do you got to say? 400. I got 400. Give me 410.
410.
410. How about it? How much? Wow. Now he's putting you out. $500 for the mystery box. Shh. All right. 500 in the back. Anybody for 510? 510. 500. This could be the one good mystery box all night. You know, some are good, some are bad, and you never know what that's. We might trip you up by putting a good one first. 510 over here for charity. He just won't go away. How about it?
600.
That's a good question. I don't even know what the hell's in it. $600. Anybody 610? I have 600 for charity. Looking for 610. Anybody at all for 610? Glenn? Daryl? No? Looking to my familiar favorites, people here? Anybody at all? No? I have 600 in the back going once. Pulling our money? No? 610? No. Give me the X. So I have 600 once, I have 600 twice. Sold for charity. Thank you. You want to come down and open it up? All right. I always like people to embarrass themselves when they open the mystery box and see that they got suckered into it.
It's a thank you card, Steve.
Yeah, run.
Bubble wrap! Yay!
It's all the show cash from the
It's
different booths.
$25 to spend at every booth on the show floor. 16 gift certificates. So $25 at each booth. All the vendors chipped in for that.
So, almost a break even. Very nice.
Good job, Steve.
Okay, I have a complete SEGA Master System. The seller will take PayPal on this. There's no reserve, and low starting bid of 25. Anybody for 25? Right in the front, 25.
100.
100 from Rudy. Anybody? The great game player sitting over there. 120 over here.
140.
140. Anybody for 150? I have 140. I'm looking for 150. Anybody at all? Anybody at all? I have 140. I'm looking for 150. 150. Looking for 150. I have 140 over here. Anybody else? Anybody at all? Anybody in the back? I have 140. Looking for 150. Who's giving me 150? Anybody in the front? 140 going once. Completing the box. Beautiful system. 140 going twice. Last call. Sold. Next up is a Funko Land holder for NES. Alright. I'm sure this was bought at Funko Land, yeah, right. A NES prototype, Faria, A World of Mystery and Danger. 1990 Nextsoft, and ROM was burned, 2/14/91. Has the gentleman's name on there. You could probably call him up and ask him if he has more. NES prototype, let's see what we got here. Payer will accept PayPal. Any additional information you'd like to add to this? No? Let's roll. No reserve? NES Proto? Who's starting at $75? Anybody for $75 for an NES Proto? Faria Proto? No? 75 over here. All right. Who's giving me 80? Anybody for 80? $80. I have 75. Looking for 80. 80 in front. Sorry, you're blocked by my bobblehead, my huge head bobblehead. 100 over here. Anybody for 110? Who's giving me 110? I have 100. I'm looking for 110. Anybody at all for 110? I have $100 over here. I'm looking for 110. Anybody in the back for 110? I have $100. I'm looking for 110. PayPal accepted. 110. Anybody?
What's the title again?
Faria? I'm sorry, I'm retarded. Faria, A World of Mystery and Danger, or something like subtitle? Now you confuse me. I don't know what I had 100 and I was looking for 110. Anybody at all for 110? Anybody? I have 100 going once, 100 going twice.
110.
110. Thanks for making me go through that, Chris. And 110 over here. Anybody for 120? Back 120 over here. Back to you for 130. Let's do it. 130? 130. Looking for 140. 140. 150.
Yes.
150. 160? All right. 160. 170? This is getting too easy. Yeah?
No.
No, come on. 160 over here. Anybody for 170? 170. Anybody at all? I have 160 going once. 160 going twice. You're going to regret it. Sold. Refill. All right, next up, it's a Megaboy cartridge for the Atari 2600 by a company, Dynacom. Right? I have a whole description here. Kill me, Al. Megaboy by Dynacom, 2600 PAL multi-game educational card. I do know it's rare. Sold in Brazil, menu-driven in Portuguese language, English to Portuguese language. Translation, vice versa. It actually says vice versa. Mathematics, music lesson, video game, question mark, included, don't remember which, not a pirate, but similar to Eli's Ladder in concept, comes as game and slipcase. Jen will bring it down. And the seller does accept PayPal. There is a reserve. And I'll let you know when you get there. And starting bid, actually, I do happen to know this is where's Ian? Is Ian here? Ian. Oh, yeah. Didn't you have one of these one time? Oh, that's right. Al got it from you. Oh, I thought you knew about this. I thought you had one of these one time. Anything you could provide in addition to the wealth of information that Al gave us? All right. So anyway, let's get started. Reserve price, PayPal accepted. Who started at $50?
Right here.
Right here, $50. Who give me 60? I have 50 looking for 60. Anybody at all for 60? I have $50 over here. Speak up, speak up.
Is it PAL M?
What's that?
Is it PAL or PAL M? Brazil's PAL M. PAL M.
Al M?
I don't know.
Al doesn't know. No? But if you bid, Al will be your pal.
Makes a difference.
It is Pal M. Sure, alright. So Ian knows. I told you he had one. Pal M. So you're in for 100? No? Alright. So what did I have? Who gave me that bid? 50, thank you, Darryl. Anybody for 60? I have 50, looking for 60. Anybody at all for 60? I have $50, looking for 60. $50, anybody give me 60? 50 over here, I'm looking for $60. Anybody at all? I have $50, I'm looking for $60. 60, I couldn't see, I'm sorry. $60 over here, looking for 70. Anybody for 70? Darryl? No? I got 60, I'm looking for 70. Reserve's not met. Anybody for 70? I have 60. You want to up your bid to see if you meet the reserve?
Is that a hint?
I'll tell you the reserve. You tell me if you want it. Fair enough?
Out of 4 games, copies or
What? Are they copies?
Ian should know everything.
Ian?
I'm worried that Ian's not bidding.
Megaboy by Dynacom, a 2,600-pound multi-card educational card sold in Brazil, menu driven in Portuguese language. English.
Happy now?
Number 1, game. English to Portuguese translation and vice versa. Number 2, mathematics. Number 3, music lesson. And number 4, video game question mark. Don't remember which, not a pirate, but similar to Eli's Ladder in concept.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Can't tell you any more than that. Reserve's $100.
He's got max.
Yes? No? Going once? Going twice? No? Sold to the book.
Yeah.
Come on. Our new auction model, Sean, will handle this item. Go up the aisle. The guy in the back, the guy all the way in the back wants to see it. He wants to see what Sean has to offer.
Nice, very sexy, Sean.
Who does? Hans wants to see?
Oh, hell no.
Who wants to see Sean's box that he's carrying? Oh my God. This is a Nintendo M82.
Is it functional?
I believe it is functional, but is the seller here? Functional? Fully functional. No games in it. It holds 12 games. It's a demo unit. Timer. Nintendo M82. Those of you big Nintendo fans know what it is. As soon as Sean's finished showing off his goods, I think someone just grabbed his ass.
$5 afterwards.
Yep. That'll cost you.
All right, Hans. Put it in there.
Yeah.
For charity.
I don't think any of us are going to touch that. Okay, Nintendo M82 unit. There is a reserve, and there is a starting bid. Starting bid is $500. 1,000 right off the bat. Reserves met. Anybody for 1,100? 1,100. I have 1,000 looking for 1,100. How about 1,050? Anybody with 1,050? I have $1,000 over here. Anybody for 1,050? Anybody at all? Anybody at all? 1,050. $1,000 over here right off the bat. Anybody for 1,050? $1,000 going once. $1,000 going twice. Might be your last chance to own one of these. Anybody at all? Last call. Good price. Sold. Very nice. Next up, the dollar from Sean's underwear.
$1. 50 cents.
Quarter.
Next up, Sean's underwear that the doll was in.
$1.
Sean doesn't wear underwear. Don't ask how I know that. Yes, it does. Thank God. So look at this. Good Luck Charlie Brown for the Atari 2600. Now, how many have that? Of course you have. All right. Anybody else have one?
It's the remake one, isn't it?
I might have to bid on this. Where's my shill? By the way, if I do bid, I'm one of my coworkers. So we got to maintain, everything fair and equal. Somebody will bid on my behalf.
It's serial number 2.
It is. It is 2 of 50. Only 50 of these were made. As you see, it has a reproduction box. It really is a good-looking cartridge. And the seller does accept PayPal. There's a reserve, but I think it's pretty modest, to be honest with you. And the starting bid is $20. Right there for 20. Anyway, for 30.
30, 50.
50. All right. Who's got 60?
70.
70.
75.
75. Still got a reserve on it though. 75. Anybody for 85? $90. Who's giving me $100? Anybody at all for $100? I have 90 over here looking for 100. Anybody give me 100? Sorry, Jim, I can't see. I got too much going on. Hold on. Now, all right. $100 and reserve is met. Anybody for 110? 110. 110 over here looking for 120. I have 110. I'm looking for 120. I'm looking at you now. No? 120? All right, 120. Anybody for 130? 130? Anybody over here want to jump in on this? 130. 130 over here. Looking for 140. I have 130 looking for 140. Anybody for 140? I have $130 over here. Who's giving me 140? Anybody at all for 140? Anybody in the back? Anybody in the front? I have 130. I'm looking for 140. That'll cost you $5 for the picture. And 140. I'm looking for 140. I have 130. I'm looking for 140. Anybody? Going once? Twice? Sold. Pick this up later. All right, where's all my aspiring N64 developers? Anybody? No? Well, you could be one if you purchase this N64 Dev Kit. Right? So what Jen has in her hands there is the unit, the console itself, cartridge with ribbon cable. Up here I have the PC card that plugs into your PC, and it comes with a controller. Right? The Chiquita banana controller. Why does it have a Chiquita stick?
Hey John, is that a PCI card? John,
Yes.
is that a PCI card or an ISIS card?
Yeah, my ass. Nothing worse than an electrical engineer. Pretty sure it's ISA. Good? You want to identify it?
Is it at the power?
ISA.
You know the big
ISA. Enhanced ISA.
Yeah, but Glenn, 8-bit or 16-bit?
I'm sorry, I don't.
Jen has the cartridge. Just shoot down and take a look at what she has. It does have a Chiquita banana sticker on it. That's like something from one of my bad nightmares. Everybody take a look. PayPal is accepted on this. credit cards too, and it is for charity. It's for the museum. N64 Dev Kit. There's no reserve. Starting bid of $50.
75.
75 here. Anybody for
200.
200? That's beautiful. For charity, I have 200. I'm looking for 210. Anybody for 210? Anybody 210 over here? Looking for 220. Who's got 220? I have 210. Looking for 220.
250.
250. Raise your hand. All right. Gotta put it up high because you're right in front of the camera. I can't see. 250. Looking for 260. Anybody for 260? I have 250. I'm looking for 260. Anybody at all? Anybody at all? I have 250. Looking for 260. Steve, you know what that is, right? Okay. 250. I'm looking for 260. 260 over here.
275.
275. Looking for 300. Who's giving me an even 300 for it? Anybody at all? I have 275. 300. All right. 300 for charity. Who's giving me 310? Anybody for 310? I have 3.25. Let's go with 350. Anybody? 350. I have 350. I'm looking for 375. Anybody at all for 375? I have 350 over here. I'm looking for 375. 375. Who's giving me even 400? Anybody? I have 375 over here. Anybody else? Anybody at all? I have 375. Looking for 400. 375. Back to you for 400. Anybody at all? I have 400 over here. Anybody want to jump in? I have 400. Looking for 410. Anybody give me 410? I have $400. Looking for 410. I have $400 over here going once. I have $400 over here going twice for charity. Anybody at all? Last call. 400. Sold. Thank you, sir. This is a Halo 3 media kit. It was donated to us to use for charity for the museum. Pardon me? It has a couple of discs in it, a manual, a little paperwork. It's in a nice metal tin with the Halo Media Kit, it says on the slipcover. It is for charity, it's PayPal's accepted, credit cards, there's no reserve. How about $10 to start? $10?
50.
50 over here, huh? Anybody for 60? I have 50, I'm looking for 60. 60 over here to Darryl, looking for 70. Anybody for 70? Oh, I got two hands, you guys are friends. 80?
Yeah.
80 over there, looking for 90. 90 over here, looking for 100. Who's got $100? I have $90, I'm looking for 100. $100 back, sorry, I saw him first. Anybody for 110? I have 100 over here, looking for 110. 110, 110, doing a wide search. I have $100, looking for 110. Anybody for 110? It's for charity. Anybody at all? I have $100, I'm looking for 110. 100 going once. 100 going twice. 110 in the back. He jumps to his feet, comes running down. Check it out. 110 in the back. Good. 120. Anybody for 120? I have 120 over here. Looking for 130. I have 120 back in the back for 130. How much?
130.
Thank you. 130. 140? I have 130, I'm looking for 140. Anybody for 140? I have 130, looking for 140. 135? 140 in the front. I call you that, John. 140 over here, looking for 150. Anybody for 150 for charity? I have 140 in the front, looking back here for 150. Jen, you want to take a look? I have 150 in the back. Anybody at all? I'm at 150. Let me let Jim take a look at it, and we'll see where we go. Still, 150. Man, it's maybe years. 140, thank you. It's been a long day. Waiting for Jim to see if he's going for 300. I'm sorry, 150.
All my shit signed and that stuff.
You don't have that one.
He's got his magnifying glass out and what? We're at 140. We'd like you to give us 150. Okay. See how easy that is? Thanks, Jim. 160. I have 150. I'm looking for 160. Anybody at all? I have 150. Looking for 160. I saw your hand, right? All right. 160 in the back. Anybody for 170? I have 160. Looking at charity. Coming to take a look?
Yeah.
All right. You got 170? All right. All right, no problem. I have to give him a chance to look now.
What's that to?
170 in the front.
180.
180 in right there. 190. Looking for 200. I have 190. I'm looking for 200. 200. Anybody? I have 190 in the front. Looking for 200. 190. Looking at. Uh-oh. Here comes trouble.
Mr. Moneybag.
It's not $1.90, Ian. It's 190.
We just want to say concussion.
200 to Ian. No, he's walking away. He's mad at me. All right. 190 over here. I'm looking for 200. Anybody for 200 for charity? I have 190 in the front. I'm looking for 200. Anybody at all? I have 190 going once. I have 190 going twice. This is the last call. Anybody at all? Sold. Thank you, Jim.
$200.
Yeah, that's the honest experience.
Is that a bobblehead too?
Pretty cool. Splatterhouse Special Edition for the Xbox 360. And it comes with this pretty cool mask statue. It says Splatterhouse on the front. Obviously it's brand new. Game's in great shape. Okay, so you get both, and it comes in this nice Splatterhouse box. Splatter box.
Yeah, that'll help.
Special edition. Now, Splatterhouse for the Xbox 360. And there is a reserve, pretty small, I think. Starting bid is $35. Anybody? Right, $35. Who's giving me 50? 50 over here. Do I have 60? Anybody for 60? I have $50. I'm looking for 60. Awesome looking statue. Anybody for 60? I have $50. I'm looking for 60. Anybody? 60. In the back? Yep. $50. Anybody? 60 to Sean Kelly. How about that? How about 75? $75 and the reserve's met. Amazing how that worked. $75. Anybody give me $80? $80. Anybody? I have $75. I'm looking for 80. Anybody give me $80? Anybody at all? I have 75 over here, looking for 80. $75 over here. Who's giving me $80? 80 in the back and 80 in the front. Anybody for 80? I have 75 going once. I have 75 going twice. This is your last call, last chance. Sold.
That roll is that? Wow.
Alright. Where's all my Tomy Tutor collectors? Huh? Kind of an obscure system. License, had a license with Konami, so a lot of Konami titles on it. Scramble. There's Jungler. And Old Hyperspace. 3 loose cartridges for the Tomy Tutor system. Labels are in great shape. There is no reserve. And the starting bid is a paltry $15. Anybody for $15? 15, I saw you, Ian, come on, no? 15, anybody for 15? There's no Tomy Tutor collectors.
has them all.
What's that?
Anyone who collects that system has all 3 of them.
Yeah, but what if it doesn't work? Now you have a spare. What happens when the day comes when you're trying to impress your friends and you plug in your hyperspace cartridge and what?
That's the end of life as we know it.
That's it. Now you have a spare. For $15, you can have a spare of 3 of them. Anybody at all for 15 bucks? Right there, $15. That's what I'm talking about. All right. There's always a deal to be had at CGE. $15 over here. Anybody for 20? Anybody at all for 20? I have 15 in the front, looking for $20. Here's 20 over here. Now we're going. 20 over here, looking for 25. Anybody for $25? I have $20. I'm looking for 25. Anybody at all for 25? Back in the front for 25. I have 20 over here. I'm looking for 25. No? Just 25? No? 20 over here. 20 going once. 20 going twice. Last chance. 25. Sold for $20. Once again, our lovely Sean Kelly will be displaying the item.
Roll up those shorts. Show more legs.
Get your dollar bills out. Here comes Sean. Intellivision computer keyboard. For those of you that know, this is the original computer keyboard.
That's a big unit.
That's a monster. Sean is carrying his big unit down the aisle. Would anybody like to get a closer look at his big unit that he's carrying? No? Those of you in the know that this is a ultra rare item. So you also know that most of them don't work. Alright, this one, here's the description. It powers on, tape, can't read it. Tape drive runs, but no programs load. What does it say? No programs work, okay. But again, those of you in the know that even still, it's worth a chunk of change. The payer will take PayPal. I mean, the buyer will take PayPal. Yeah, the seller. Payer, the buyer, so, right. All right. Gonna take a lot of these tonight. All right. As a reserve, starting bid is $200. 200 in the front. Who's giving me 300? Anybody 3 over here, looking for 4. I have $300, looking for $400. 4 over here. Oh, 1,000 in the front. It's worth it. I have $1,000. I'm looking for 1,200. Anybody for 1,200? 1,500. We're getting there. All right. Does have a reserve. 1,500 in the front. Anybody at all? 1,600. We'll work our way up. Come on, 1,600. I have 15 in the front. I'm looking for 16. We're getting close. 15 in the front. Looking for $1,600. Anybody at all for 16? No, sorry. 16 over here. 16 to the auction model, Sean. 17? Back to you, 17. I have 16 over here. Looking for 17. Anybody at all? I'll give you the reserve. $2,000 takes it home. Anybody at all? $2,000. Who's got it? 4. I don't know. No, I mean, I just, how many know? Probably fewer than 25 exist. 2,000, I was at 16 over here. 2,000 the reserve. Anybody at all? Anybody? Going once? Could be your only chance to own one. Going twice. It's a steal. Sold to book.
Oh, that's
That means you have to come up with something at some point. Yeah, damn.
it won't be up there.
I smell it. Hey, John, there's a camera behind you there.
Well, you'll have a shot to remember, won't you?
I'll put it up on YouTube.
All right.
Decent exposure.
Mystery box number 2.
100.
I don't have my ticket yet. Hang on. Maybe the starting is 200. How about that? All right. Hold on. Oh. And PayPal's accepted. And of course, mystery box goes to the charity. So for mystery box number 2, I have $100. Who's got 200 over here? Who's got 220? Anybody for 220? Well, I had 3 in the front. I got a hand in the back. I cut you out. All right. 300 over here. I'm looking for 320. Anybody for 320?
350.
350 over here. Looking for 400. I have 350. I'm looking for 400. Anybody? I have $350. I'm looking for 400. 400 over there. Looking for 410. 420.
450.
Actually, I almost threw up. Sorry. 450 over here. 500 in the back. Good old mystery box that can't be lifted. I'm sure there's something good underneath the cinder blocks. I have 500. Anybody for 510? Anybody at all?
600.
600 over here. Wow. Looking for 610, 620.
700.
$700 for charity. Wow, $700. I'm overwhelmed. Anybody for 710? Feel free to jump in, anybody.
720.
720, all right, we're bringing it down. 720 over here. Looking for 730. I have 720, I'm looking for 730. 800 in the back. Didn't you two go at it last time? Yeah, I think it's the same 2 people. Who won that battle?
Same person who's winning now.
Yeah, 800 in the back.
Somebody's looking bad.
Gonna get it beat again or what? What?
820.
820 for charity. $820 for mystery box number 2. Anybody at all for 830? I have 820. I'm looking for 830. $1,000. Glad you guys believe in the museum. $1,000 in the back for charity. Anybody for 1,010? Anybody at all? I have $1,000. $1,000. Anybody at all? Going once. Going twice. Last chance, last call for charity. $1,000. Sold.
What do I get this side?
He comes up. I'm getting the hell out of here. Out the back door.
Hey!
On the hot fold card.
Brand new though. Straight wrapped.
CD, Blu-ray, CD 2K7.
That alone is.
Men's shirt.
What? Why didn't I bid on that?
TV guy. Yay!
Berenstein Bears! Who put that in there? Someone else had one, I guess. An apple a day for the Apple II. It was a limited edition. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Crafty sports titles that I know where they came from.
See what you get? Give us crap?
My own prototype.
Yeah.
A couple other random Joe Montana football, football, and Retro Gaming Roundup. Yeah. All right, and an N-Gauge carrying case.
Yeah. Wow.
And a broken box.
Let's
I get the cash now.
yeah, Steve's gonna be running out the door now. Let's give it a hand for Steve. He's a big supporter of us and a really good support. Steve has been very generous to the museum, and we really appreciate it with everything he does. So, what's next? All right, another NES prototype. The Bard's Tale sample, November '90. Seller accepts PayPal. Jan will bring it down to show you.
Can you see the label?
All right, there's no reserve. PayPal's accepted. Who started $75 starting bid? $100 reserve. There's no reserve, so $100. Anybody for $110? I have $100 over here looking for $110. $100 over here. I'm looking for $110. Anybody for $110? I have $100. I'm looking for $110. Anybody at all? $100. Anybody in the back? I haven't heard anybody from the back. Anybody? Way up top? All right, we got 110 over there. Who's giving me 120? I have 110 over here. I'm looking for 120. Anybody at all for 120? I have 110. Anybody? I have 110 over here going once. Don't wait. 110 going twice. Last call. Anybody for 120?
120.
120. All right. 120 over there. 130 over here. I have 120. I'm looking for 130. I have 120 over here. 130 over here. Looking for 140. I have 130. I'm looking for 140. Nope. 130 over here. Anybody else? Anybody want to jump in? I have 130. Anybody for 140? Anybody at all? Going once. Going twice. Last call. Sold. Alright, this item is brand new, but it's in a generic box, but it's very cool. I want you to see what's inside, so we're going to open it up. Alright? It's a box of spiders!
That new box smell?
Somewhere out. Oh, you think it is making it? I don't know.
This is really cool. So, some of you have seen this, some of you may not. It's an Atari 2600 cartridge copier. Now, some of you have heard the Vidco copy card and some of the others. I forgot there was the Yobo, right? Game copier. This is the Epro 2000 freestanding EEPROM and cartridge programmer. You can see has a spot for 2 cartridges and an EEPROM socket in the middle. Okay, you can put a cartridge in and you can burn it to a blank cartridge or to an EEPROM. Has a start button, reset, all the instructions. As an added bonus, we're throwing in the actual circuit board for the EEPROM that you're going to burn, and the Atari 2600 casing that goes with it. Alright? And an old yellow discolored manual for the Epro 2000. So what's interesting about this is, I actually know a little bit of history about this. These units, and when I say these units, there's only 5 that we know of. Alright? Were found down by the border of Mexico, a town called Laredo, Texas. Alright? There was an old Atari dealer down there who had all kinds of weird old stuff, chips and crap. He had some circuit boards, he had demo boards and various items. And then he had these cartridge copiers. So that's the history behind it. There's not a lot of them out there, as I said. It is a pretty rare unit. And there's no reserve. There's no starting bid. Who wants to start it off with $30?
$100.
You got you? $100? How about 150, Darren? 150. All right, who's giving me 160? Anybody for 160? 160 in the back, I'm looking for 170. Here we go. 160 over here, I'm looking for 170. In the back, where? Oh, straight out. All right. What'd you give me? 170? 170 over here, looking for 180. 200? 200 in the front. I'm looking for 210. I have 200 in the front, I'm looking for 210. Anybody for 210? I have 200, I'm looking for 210. $200 in the front. I'm looking for 210. Anybody at all? 210 over here, looking for 220. I have 210, looking for 220. Back to you for 220? Yeah? 220. You gotta give me a little more than that. All right. 220 over there, looking for 230. I have 220, I'm looking for 230. 300 in the front. Sorry, question?
PayPal on this item?
Yeah, PayPal, I'm sorry. We can do PayPal. Or the seller can do PayPal. It's really not me, so I'm telling you in front of you. But I had $300. Who's giving me 310? Anybody at all? 310 in the back, looking for 320. I have 310, looking for 320. 325 over here. To Ian, all right, looking for 350. Who's got 350? I have 325, looking for 350. Ultra rare card copier. I bet you've never seen one. 325, looking for 350. 350 over here, looking for 375. I have 350 over here, I'm looking for 375. Anybody for 375? Back over here for 375. I'm looking at 350 over here. Who's giving me 375? You. 375. Let's go. No? 350 over here. He's gonna make me do that. Watch. 350 going once. 350 going twice. Look over 375. Anybody? Sold.
Awful good cuts. Hotel unit.
All right.
I don't know, but it was high.
So we'll accept PayPal, any credit card. Starting bid's 200. Can you guess what the item is? Atari 2600 River Patrol. You know it's a rare one. Label is mint. Want to take it down? There's no reserve. What's that, Joe? You're thirsty? And you have no Corona? Oh.
Time for Corona.
Who can help?
Wait a minute, right here. Just came down. He only took 1 or 2 sips.
Wow. Wow, for charity. Thank you, Darryl. I'm getting down there myself, Darryl.
Nice.
Well, this one I already started.
Yeah, that's all right. That'd be like
Keep yours closed.
that'd be like taking a doll out of Sean's underwear.
I only do that once a night. What happens in Vegas?
We do need to get some Coronas. Doesn't somebody usually bring like a bucket of Coronas? In 2010, I have a picture of Jen carrying a bucket of Coronas down to us, like an angel gliding down the aisle.
No pressure. No pressure.
Anybody helping us out with this? All right. We're not looking for free beer. We just can't leave. So if somebody would be so kind to maybe arrange that. But all right. So we have River Patrol. There's a starting bid. There's no reserve. PayPal, credit cards accepted. Let's start at $200. And we're right in the front for 200. Do I have 210? 210 over here, looking for 220. Anybody for 220? Yell out in the back. 220 here, looking for 230. How much? 300 in the front. Looking for 320. Anybody? 320 over here, looking for 340. Anybody? 340 in the front, looking for 350. 350 over here, that's 360. 360 over here. 400 in the front. Anybody for 410? Anybody at all? Anybody in the back? I have 400 looking for 410. Atari 2600 River Patrol. I have $400 looking for 410. 410? 410 in the front. Make sure I can see it. 410 over here looking for 420. Who's looking for 420? I know. 410 here looking for 420. Anybody for 420? 420? 420 over here looking for 430. 420 in the front. Who's giving me 430? Anybody? I have 420 looking for 430. Oh, right there? Oh. 420. 420 going once, looking for 430. 420 going twice, looking for 430. 430 over here. Joe Santulli. $430. Who's giving me 440? Anybody for 440? I have $430 over here. I'm looking for 440. Anybody? Anybody at all for 440? Over here for 440? 440. I'm looking for 450. 450. 460? I have 450. I'm looking for 460. Anybody at all? 450 over here. 500. Right? Make sure. $500 over here. Who's giving me 510? Anybody for 510? $500 looking for 510. PayPal, credit cards accepted. $500. Who's giving me 510? 500 going once. 500 going twice. Last call. Anybody at all? Sold.
Go for the Corona next.
No, that's it. So, all right. Hold that up. We got a GameCube sign. I assume it works fine. We had it plugged in before over here. There's no reserve. Would look great in your man cave, your den of inequity. How much? 40 off the bat. I didn't get a chance. All right, 40. There's no reserve. I have $40 over here. Looking for 50. 50 over here first. 60. 60 over here. Looking for 70. 70 over here. Looking for 80. 80 in the front. 90. Anybody for 90? 90 over here. Let's give me 100. Anybody for $100? I have $90 over here. Looking for 100. 100 where? Right there for 100. Behind the camera. Looking for 110. 110 over here. Looking for 120. 120 over here. 130. I have 120 looking for 130. No? No, come on. Look how cool that would be hanging up. No? I have 120 looking for 130. 130, there you go. Looking for 140. I have 130 looking for 140. Anybody at all for 140? I have $130 here looking for 140. Who's giving me? Oh, Sarah's coming up. You want that for? 130. Oh, Jim's taking a look. He's got his eye loop out. I'm at $130. $130. I have $130. I'm looking for $140. That's your cue. No? 130 over here. Now I need 140. 140. No, that's it. Wow, 140. Anybody else want to jump in? I have $140 looking for 150. 150. Look great in your basement. No? 150? I have $140 going once. Going twice. I am 140. Where's 150? Who? Wow, in the back, a new bidder. $150. Who's giving me 160? Anybody at all for 160? I have 150 in the back looking for 160. Anybody give me 160? 160 in the front. 160 over here, in the back, over there. 150 in the back. 160. 150 going once. 150 going twice. Snatched away at 150 sold.
No, I mean, before that, the last couple of years, I've
Next up, ultra rare top flight golf ball from the Swingers Club for Jen. Alright. The worst part is it's going to roll up and I'm going to go slip on it in a minute. I have a Dungeon Magic prototype for the NES. You see, here's the case. It's out of the case. Dungeon Magic, copyright Taito software. Jen will bring it around. Circuit board. Sides.
Oh yeah.
All right. This was one of our preview items on the website. There is no reserve. Take a look. Oh, Jen in the front. Over here. Jim would like to see that. All right, no reserve. How about starting me off, starting bid, $100. Dungeon Magic prototype. Anybody? $100? Over there for 100. Who's got 110? Anybody? Speak out. I have $100 looking for 110. $100 over there looking for $110. Anybody for $110? I have $100. I'm looking for 110. Anybody? $100 over here. Anybody for 110? $100 going once. Anybody at all for 110? $100 going twice. Last call. Last chance. Sold.
Well, they said.
All right, a sealed Intellivision Learning Fun II. All right. Same deal as before. They were never shrink wrapped originally. This one has been shrink wrapped, but it is brand new. It's just protected by INTV. PayPal, credit cards accepted. Low, there is a reserve on it, and starting bid is $100. Anybody for $100? Do I hear anybody for $100? Over here? 100? No? So hands. Anybody for 100? $100. Right there for $100. There is a reserve. It's not bad, but I have 100 right now. Anybody giving me 120? Do I hear 120? I have $100. Looking for 120. I have $100. I'm looking for 120. Anybody at all for 120? $100 over here. Looking for 120. Anybody? All right. Going once. Reserve's not bad. Going twice. Sold to the book. No Intellivision quite.
Keith ones.
Yeah, Keith. How come you didn't bid on that? Oh, you made it, sorry.
What's the reserve on it?
$200. Yes? No? No. Alright, complete Jaguar in the box. Seller will accept PayPal. And starting bid, there is no reserve. Complete Jaguar. $25. Wow, right in the front. I had 25 from Sarah. 50 over here. 60 over here. How much? 75 over here. What do you got? 80? 85. Who's giving me 100? 100 over here. Anybody for 110? Oh, I'm sorry. What do we have back there? $200 in the back. Wow. $200. Who's giving me 210? Gotta yell out loud. 210. Anybody? I have 200 in the back. I'm looking for 210. Anybody for 210? $200 looking for 210. Complete Jaguar. Anybody at all? Anybody? My favorite game system, the Jaguar. 64-bit technology.
Do the math.
$200. Anybody at all? How about if I let you lick my Jaguar tattoo on my arm, huh? No? Well, if you get him underwear money, I can't get that. 200 in the bag, anyway, for 210. 200 going once, 200 going twice. Last call. Sold.
Just the head, not the
I hope somebody went to get beer. Dangerously low up here. Mystery box number 3. Always a favorite. Is this the one?
Hey, John.
Yes.
Beer's on the way.
Thank you. Thank God. Beer's on the way.
That's quarters.
There's relief in sight. Mystery box number 3. Now, I'll tell you what. It's awful light, right? All right. Jen's hoisting it around like there's nothing inside. But I'll tell you this. I'll give you a hint on this one. I'll tell you that the contents of that box is worth at least $500. All right? Not sure what it is. Maybe it's Sean's underwear. That's certainly worth $500. And my favorite partner in 8-bit crime, Christopher Strong. And Darryl bought him. Chris delivered him. The auction can go on.
We split it on all fairness.
That's for me. I don't know what Joe's drinking, but that's for me. All right. Take a look at box that Jen has and mystery box number 3.
It's trying so hard not to do that.
Absolutely. It is for charity, PayPal, credit cards, etc. And proceeds to the Video Game History Museum. Mystery box number 3. Guaranteed. You will like it. It's worth $500 minimum. What'd you say?
300.
4.
5.
5. Right there, you broke even. $500. Who's giving me 6? $1,000 back. And the same 2 guys. How much?
1,100.
1,100 in the front. I have $1,100 in the front.
15.
Where's that golf ball? I almost killed myself. $1,500 in the back for charity. Wow.
15.
Wow, $1,600. 16 in the front. Anybody for 17? I have 1,600 over here looking for 17.
2,000.
What does it mean when your left arm goes numb?
You go blind next.
Yeah. Sold for $71,000. No. $2,000. Wow. Wow. $2,000 in the back. Looking for $2,100. What? 2,000 in the back. Anybody for 2,100. It is for charity. 2,000 in the back going once. 2,000 going twice. Last call. I can't believe it. Sold! The Steve Lynn Video Game History Museum. This is kind of cool, right? Brand new in the box, the complete set Game Time watch list.
Oh.
Thank you, Steve. Big round of applause for Steve. Very good. Yeah. Jay Smith donated those.
Thanks, Jay.
Wow. How do we top that? Mystery box 4. All right. Joe's going to tell you a little bit about this here.
So, wow, this is high. So you know, we might have seen this as collectors as a PlayStation 1 the development set, but it is in PAL. Now, modern televisions usually handle PAL, and it is region-free. So it will play PAL games, it'll play Japanese games, and play US games.
CDRs too, right?
Yes, and CDRs.
Take a look if you're interested. Coming down. PS1 Dev Kit, PAL. Just what you see.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the rest shouldn't be any problem. Yeah. There's a small reserve on it. A couple more people taking a look. I think people just want to come see Jana. All right, let's get it started. Reserve, small reserve. Starting bid is $25. 25 over here. 200. 200 right in the back, off the back. $300 over here. Who's got 320? I have 3 in the back. I'm looking for 320. Anybody for 320? 320? Raise your hands. Oh, another gentleman looking. I have 300 in the back. Looking for 320. Anybody at all? Take a look. Right in the front for 320. I have $320. One gentleman looking still in the back. Yell it out. 350 in the back. Looking for 360. Anybody for 360? I have $350. I'm looking for 360. Anybody at all? 350 in the back, 360 in the front. 370 in the back. I have 360 over here. Looking for 370. Nope. 360 in the front. Anybody at all? 370. I have 360. I'm looking for 370. Another person taking a look. 360 over here. Who's giving me 370? Anybody at all? 360 going once. 370. I asked you before. You couldn't. 370 in the back. Change your mind. All right. 370. I'm looking for 380. 380 in the front. Now back to you for 390. How much? 390. Looking for an even $400. 400 in the front. I have 400. I'm looking for 410. Anybody for 410? Nope. 400 in the front. Looking for 410. Back to you for 410. Nope. 400 over here looking. Anybody at all? 400 going once. Anybody in the front? Anybody at all? 400 going twice. 400 is sold. $40. One second, we clear something up. I'm not a big Nintendo person, but this looks really cool. So what we have is not donated, but it's gentleman Franz Lanzinger, who had the NES sealed cart before, has a sealed Rampart cartridge, all right, for the NES, and he's also throwing in an unfolded box for Crazy Creatures for the NES, which is unlicensed, as you know. As a set, there is a reserve. Jen will bring it down. If you're interested, take a look at what she has to offer. And what do you got there?
Time to cut you off.
All right. There is a reserve. And starting, oh, hold on, Jim, gotta take a look.
Is he actually looking at the items?
No.
Okay.
He's clicking his phone and, you know, and he says, oh yeah, let me check this out. Yeah.
Party foul.
Al, you haven't bid anything tonight.
I know.
What's the problem?
Money.
Yeah? You forgot to empty your mattress before you can get your money out of it? Al has more money than God, let me tell you. Al's a great sport and a good friend. All right, so now we have starting bid, and there is a reserve. Starting bid of $50. Right off the bat, $50. Who's got $50 for that? Take a look, $50. 50 over here to Sean. Nope, in the front. Sorry, Jim hit it first, 50. Sean, give me 60. All right, Sean's give me 60. Jim, give me 70. We're almost there. 80 to Sean. $100. Reserves met. Anybody want to jump in? I have $100 looking for 110. $100 looking for 110. Anybody at all for 110? Raise your hand, scream out, shout. I have $100, I'm looking for 110. Anybody at all? I have $100. 110 to Jim. Anybody for 120? Anybody at all? I have 110 over here looking for 120. Up. Can't see. No? 110? Anybody for 120? I have 110 going once. I have 110 going twice. Who's gonna steal it away at the last minute? Sold for 110. Okay, this is kind of a cool piece of history here. This is a little pie. It's an Atari Engineering Notebook. Belonged to Leonard Tramiel. Covering the period of June 5th, 1992 to January 14th, 1993. It's mainly Jag Dev information, but also some Falcon 030 information. Now, you can take a look, take a quick look. You can't read every page. That's too many. Sorry.
Charge it per page.
40, 60, you're up to 100. All right. A couple more people taking a look. Very cool item. $200, 300. Reserves, man. Notice the other guys are hanging back and letting Chris flip the pages.
Who's care of what sheet?
No, that was a different one.
And I've got head.
So, very cool piece of history. There is a reserve. Starting bid is $200. Anyway, for $200. How much? 200 there, next year. Up, 200. Someone wants to look there, Jen? 250 over here. 260, I'm looking for 270. Who's got two? How much? 300. $300 looking for 310. How much? 310, looking for 320. $400 over here.
450.
Reserve is now met. 450. $450. Anybody else? I have $500. Looking for 520. Who's giving me 520? 520 over there, looking for 540. Who's got 540? I have $520. Looking for 540. Anybody? Anybody want to jump in? $600. Who's gonna beat that? I have $600. $600. Who's giving me 610? Anybody for 610? I have $600. I'm looking for 610. 610 over there. I have 610. Looking for 620. 610. Looking for 620. Anybody at all? 650. 650. Anybody at all? Anybody want to jump in? New bidders? No? Don't be shy. $650. Who's giving me 660? 660 over here. Anybody for 670? Anybody at all? I have 660. I'm looking for 670. Who's got it? Who's got it? No? You sure? All right. What we got? 660. Anybody at all for 670? 675. Wow. Classic battle. 675. Who's giving me $700? Anybody?
That might be me.
That might be. $700. Anyone else? $700 over there? Anybody at all? 700. 700 going once. 700 going twice. Last chance. Sold! $700.
Just Jerry.
All right. This is a little collection of magazines. The seller accepts PayPal. These are all first issues. So, Electronic Gaming Monthly, which is March 31st, 1989. First issue of GamePro magazine. Right. First issue of Video Games magazine, 1988 December. And Game Players magazine. Date of this? Looks like May of 89. All first issues, all in good shape, protected cardboard. There's no reserve. PayPal is accepted. And let's bust into the pockets now. There's only a few items left, all right? So let's do what we can here. Who'll start the bidding?
100.
You didn't know what the reserve was, but 100, no, starting bid was 40. I have 100 over here. Who's got 110? I have $100. I'm looking for 110. Anybody at all for 110? $100 over here. 110 over here. Looking for 120. I have 110. I'm looking for 120. 120 over here. I have 110. I'm looking for 120. 120. Who's giving me 130? I have $120. I'm looking for 130. Anybody at all? Anybody over here? Anybody in the back? 130? I have 120. He's thinking, no? Come on. New bidder in the front, 130. Looking for 140. Who's giving me 140? I have 130 looking for 140. Anybody at all? 140 in the back? I have 130 over here. 140? Anybody for 140? Right? No? So, hand up. 130 in the front. Going once. 140 in the back. Who's giving me 150? I have 140 over here. I'm looking for 150. Anybody at all for 150? I have 150 in the front. 160. Back to you for 160?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right, yeah. 160. Who's giving me 170? Who's got 170? I have 160 in the back. I'm looking for 170. Anybody at all? 160 going once. 160 going twice. Last call. 160. Wow. 170 you had to be. No? I had 160. You faked me out. I had 160 in the back. Last call. Sold. Alright. Atari 2600 Real Sports Baseball. No. So, I mentioned earlier the Sword Quest challenge that's going on. And further along in the contest, the winners will get a chance to pick, and there's only 10 Waterworld cartridges. Right? And once you get one of those 10 Waterworld cartridges on Sunday, you get to pick from 10 cartridges. Each person gets to pick one cartridge. Oh, isn't it? So, that means there's only 9 Waterworlds left to get, which puts you in the final to pick for the Airworld cartridge. Everybody understand? No? There's only 10 Waterworld cartridges in this contest. This is one of them. So this is like your easy way in, backdooring it in. You don't have to go through the nonsense. Maybe you didn't get your Earthworld, Fireworld. Now you can jump into the contest at Waterworld and try for the Airworld cartridge, which is a super.
There is none.
There is now. We made it.
It's just a title screen.
It's just, it comes up with a title screen. It says Sword Quest Airworld. And that cartridge would be yours to keep in a special case with a label, along with Untold Riches. Fabulous prizes.
We had a mock-up made of the Sword Quest chalice. It's obviously it's not the real Sword Quest chalice, but you know it's a pretty decent rendition of it, and it has it's mounted on a base, and the base has a plaque saying Classic Gaming Expo 2012 Sword Quest Challenge winner. So it's kind of cool. But there's also some other prizes in addition to that we're kind of not going to divulge. And one of which is a Sword Quest T-shirt. We made some limited edition Sword Quest T-shirts. Only 50 shirts are made. It has on the back of it has the graphics from all 3 of the original Sword Quest T-shirts.
You can stop by the CGE booth and you'll see the T-shirts hanging up. So we only made 50. Only 35 of those are available for sale to the public. The rest are for the contest. So no reserve. $1 to get into the contest.
$50.
50 in the front. Who's giving? 75 over here.
100.
100 over here first. Sorry.
Oh,
How about 120? I got $100. I'm looking for
$1.20.
$1.20. Yeah. Who's got 130? I have 120. I'm looking for 130. Anybody at all for 130? I have 120 over here. Raise your hands. Yell out. Over here? No. Yeah.
It actually is Waterworld, so if you don't have a Waterworld and you want to play it, so it's a copy, but it is Waterworld.
You'll plug it in, you'll see it. I have 120, I'm looking for 130.
130.
130 over here, looking for 140. Who's got 140? Anybody? I have 130 over here, looking for 140. Anyone at all? Anyone? Going once. 130 going twice. Last call. Sold! You're not allowed to plug this in until we get out of here. All right? It's really Waterworld. All right, rare item. Those of you familiar with it, Answer Software Malagai for the Atari 2600. Very rare cartridge. There is a reserve, PayPal and credit cards accepted. Jen will bring it down, you can take a look at it.
I think I see it.
Is Randall Franks here? Dude, this is too cool. Thank you.
Are you gonna auction one of those Coronas off, or?
Here, why don't you come down and have a beer?
Yeah.
Always thinking on his feet, thinking about what we do here, how important the beer is to us. Alright? So you need to be rewarded. And for that, you get the rest of Sean's Miller Lite.
Give him the $1 too.
Thank you, sir. Anybody else starting to feel parched? No? Do have some more beer. All right. Everybody see what Jen has there? Everybody check out the cartridge also? Alright. There is a reserve. Starting bid is $200. Right off the bat. Al Bakil out of the starting gate. That's what I'm talking about, Al. I got $200. Who's giving me $220? Anybody for $220? What do you got there? $220? Looking for $230. Got a little ways to go on reserve. I got $220. I'm looking for $230. Jim's checking it out, looking it up. I think they sold, did we sell one for, somebody sold one recently. 1,200 or something? Yeah, it's probably easily a $1,000 card. 220, looking for 230. Anybody at all for 230? Investment? No? 220, looking for 230. Anybody? Malagai. I'm at 220. 220? 230? I'm not a fool. 230, who's giving me 240? 240 over here, looking for 250. Anybody for 250? I have 240, I'm looking for 250. 250 where? Right there for 250, looking for 260. Anybody at all?
300.
300. Still got a little ways to go. $300. Who's giving me 350? 350. Anybody for 350? 350?
350.
Oh. You? You just gave me 3. 350. No, you're out. 350 over here. Who's got 400? 400.
Sometimes these things.
Who's got 500? $500? No? Man, that's hard to believe. Going once. Did I mention PayPal's accepted? All credit cards? Right. 375 over here. Back to you, Mike. Yep. 375. Still haven't hit that reserve though. 375. Anybody at all? Reserve is $500. Going once, going twice. Sold to the book. I think we got 3 items left.
Oh, there's a mystery box. I should go for one.
Mystery box number 4.
Steve, just throw a bunch of money at it and take it.
Now.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah. Steve, just throw money at it.
Steve. Sold for $10,000. We kind of changed things up at the last minute because that's what we do. I like to keep it exciting. We're just going to give this box to Steve.
Are there kittens in
There's
there?
no bidding on this box. just bring it over to Steve Lynn.
Yeah, combat. Oh yeah, I see why. We got the Tony's games. CGE shirt. Rare mints.
By the way, that's a CGE 2004 shirt.
Oh.
Rare collector's item. That alone made the box worth
Yeah.
a couple thousand.
Yeah. Got some of these ones. Let's see. Tower Inferno.
Oh, classic.
Yeah, classic. Triple action.
Who doesn't want that?
You'll be at the Try and Save booth tomorrow. And the Atari, yes, yeah, the 2600 baseball, football, Phoenix.
There's some mints in there.
Yeah, some mints in there, and then.
By the way, those are from 2010 when we sold them. I'm really not kidding.
Lock and Chase.
Lock and Chase.
And then a video game history museum pin.
What? That's worth a fortune right there. As heartless as we are, we didn't feel. I really don't think I could have slept tonight if we did. We just couldn't do it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. 2 items left. Okay, this is a Nintendo GameCube employee promo kit. I've got a few things here, let's see. Scented candles.
And very light.
Sound like Reggie to me.
Come on, scented candles, massage oils.
They smell like marigold.
Lumber crack.
You want to know how that smells?
All right. What else we have? A few items in here.
Plumber's crack.
Big old Nintendo, property of Nintendo retailer source book. Jam-packed with confidential information that you can see when you win it. And a rare Game Boy Advance foam version. Hey. That's it. Oh no, there's more. E3 2001 artwork CD. This is jam-packed full of crannies to hold these special items. And a great bag too. Okay. Nintendo employee promo kit. There's no reserve on it. Who'll give me? Jen will bring it down for a second. How about $35?
How about 50?
That was too many. I heard 50.
110.
110. $110. Who's giving me 120? Anybody for 120? I have 110 in the back. Anybody for 120? 110 over there. I'm looking for 120. Take a look. Looking for 120. I have 110. I'm looking for 120. Anybody? Where? Oh, there you go. 120. Who's got 130? Back to you for 130. In the back, 130. Who's got 140? 140. Only one item left. Let's spend our money now. I got 130. I'm looking for 140. Back in the front? Nope. Anybody at all? I have 130. I'm looking for 140. 130 going once. 130 going twice. Anybody? Last call. Sold.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Is that yours? Yeah, I remember.
Last item of the night, or maybe not. Okay, this is a plaque for the Atari Jaguar. It's the TOM chip, Central Processing Unit chip, Atari Jaguar 64-bit interactive multimedia system. This 8-inch wafer of silicon, manufactured by Motorola at their MOS 2 fab in Austin, Texas, contains approximately 170 million transistors, which can yield over 200 TOM chips. And it was presented to Atari Corporation by Motorola January 19th, which was my birthday, 1995. Right.
I think it is.
There's a reserve on this item. Take a look when Jen comes down. It's a pretty cool piece of history. What's that? No.
That's great, that's great.
All right, everybody get a good look? There is a reserve and the starting bid. $200. 300 sold to Sean Kelly. Thank you. All right. I had $200 over here, right? What'd you give? 300. Anybody else? I have 300 over here.
Sure.
What do you got? $500. Who's got 550? Anybody for 550? $700. Wow. $700. Who's giving me $800? Anybody? Over there? $800. Reserve's not met. I have $800. Who's giving me $810? Anybody at all? $810. Who's giving me $810? $900. Reserve is now met. $900 over here. Who's got $910? Anybody at all for $910? $1,000 over here. Who's got $1,050? Anybody for $1,050? I have $1,000. I'm looking for $1,050. $1,050 over there. I have $1,050. Who's got $1,100? Anybody for $1,100? Yeah. What? $1,100 over here. Who's got more than that? I have $1,100. I'm looking for $1,150. $1,150 over there. I have $1,150. I'm looking for $1,200. Feel free to jump in anytime. Anybody want to get in on this? I have $1,150. I'm looking for $1,200. Who's $1,200? Who's got $1,250?
Yep.
$1,250 over there. Looking for $1,300. Anybody for $1,300? Anybody at all for $1,300? $1,250. Anybody want to jump in on this? $1,300 over here. We have $1,300. I'm looking for $1,350. Anybody for $1,350? I have $1,300. Looking for $1,350.
Sure.
$1,350 over there.
Sorry, Mike.
So,
It's your money now.
$1,350. Ready for a new bidder? Who wants in? Yeah, that's it. $1,350. Who's giving me $1,400? Anybody at all? Anybody at all? $1,350 going once. $1,350. What? $1,350 going twice. Last call. Sold. Well, next item is is this bobblehead? So, every year is a tradition. Why not do it again, right? Yeah, we haven't touched it. It's sitting on ice. Now, we'll do the charity beer to finish out the auction as we do every year. Yeah, well, yeah. Tell you what. Don't get too crazy. I'm not giving away 2 beers. You're crazy. Now, I'm going to pull a stipulation. Now, this is for charity. We're going to auction off a Corona with a lime. But the key is, you have to be able to come up here and chug the beer. I've said it before. All right? Who's capable of chugging beer so I can figure out who my options are here? That's it? Yeah? Steve, have you been practicing in the 2 years since last CG? You should have got home first thing. Let me not do that again.
He needs a straw.
I'm feeling a little full myself, but I'm going to tell you what. Whoever wins this, I'm going to chug the other beer with them. Right? Well, after all, it's your money. I'm not paying for the beer, but yeah. It is for charity, all right? Hopefully I don't make a fool of myself.
For $50, I'll chug it for the person.
So to keep Steve from bidding on this one, I'm gonna give Steve a Corona. So here's your Steve. You don't have to bid. No, he doesn't have to chug it if he doesn't want to. So he's good. You're covered.
But you don't have a straw. I've been drinking already. Damn. All right. Tired out for a moment. All right. So who's going to start off the bidding with?
$100.
There we go. $100. Wow. For charity. $100. What we got? 120 over there, and I have 130. 200 in the back. New player. You think you got what it takes?
You're not sneaking in a bid for Steve, are you?
Yeah, Steve's got his shill going now. I know Frank will get hurt on the way down. Steve will be like, oh, I'll do it for you. $200 for charity beer in the back. Think how tasty and ice cold. We've been sitting. How long have we been sitting here and doing this now? A couple hours. That's going to feel real good. Yeah. It's not too cold because so it won't have a problem going down. Just the right temperature. $200. Who's giving me $220?
Sure.
Oh, a new player. $220. Who's got $240? Anybody $240 for charity? $240. Will we break the record from last year? $220. $240? 300. We tied the record for charity. No reserve. Who's going to be $300? Who's going to set the record? Yep. Looking for 310? Who can do 310? Anybody at all for 310? Who's going to break the record from last year and be the new supreme champion? Looking for $310. I have $300.
350.
That was you, Daryl, right?
No.
No? Who said 350?
Richard.
What? Wow. Richard is the gentleman who runs the showroom, the hotel. Wow. Thank you very much. $350. And you can chug it, right?
Yep.
I think he just wants us to get it over with and get out.
Oh,
He can go home.
Take your beer, get out, please, hurry.
Get out!
Yeah.
Been here since 8 o'clock this morning.
$350. That's a new record. Unbelievable. Anybody for 360? Anybody at all? I have $350. I'm looking for 360. 360? Anyone? 350 going once. Look at this, he's confident. 350 going twice. He's assuming it's his. Last call. Sold!
I just want to say that's very nice. This gentleman really has no classic games I'm aware of. You know what? I like classic games because I saw a thing on Facebook where you keep playing and you die. The new games, you don't. That's it. Right? That's it.
Big round of applause again. Thank you everybody for coming. I hope you had fun tonight at the show. And tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m., we'll do it again. Don't forget the Sword Quest Challenge. We got a lot of good speakers. David Fox, somebody else tomorrow. Warren Davis is talking tomorrow, the designer of Qbert. Check. Was that?
GCC?
GCC, now there you go, Glenn. I've got to forget that. Steve Golson, who was a bigwig with GCC, 7800 Development. He has some prototypes up in the museum. Worked with Miss Pac-Man for the arcade. So please make sure you stop by. Enjoy the night. Whatever you're doing, be safe. And we'll see you at the show tomorrow.
Hey, if you're looking to pick up your money, give us a little bit of time to kind of collect the payments from people. So just chill for 15, 20
If you're a
minutes.
winner, come on up and claim your prizes.
Come up, claim your prizes, and pay for your items.
Thank you very much. Have a great one. And I'm sorry, real quick, let's not forget the efforts of our auction assistant, Jen. Second year in a row. I don't think we've ever had anybody stick around 2 years. Once they learn what we're up to, they fly the coop, so we got to give her credit. That's me. I